Hi, me again, same day, different time. Hi, Jets. I'm going to do what I normally do, go through a spurt of uploading videos when you guys seem to be anxious and having questions. I have the time now. I'm in a mentally good place. I just realized like 10 minutes ago I have a holiday on Tuesday, so I have time to do more. So if any of you happen to see this before Tuesday Japan time, which is like 36 hours away, please feel free to leave any questions you may have and I can try to address them, because likeliness is if you have questions, somebody else probably has the same one. It's okay if it's been asked a million times over. Information is constantly getting outdated. I don't mind answering the question. It might be the same answer that's online everywhere. It might not be. And I might have a different viewpoint for personal experience. So never be afraid to ask a question. I will always be happy to answer it. I know there's a lot of Jets out there that complain that a lot of you new Jets ask the same questions over and over and over again. But they constantly forget that they were once a new Jet, very anxious and worried, and just were worried about getting an answer first and researching it second. And sometimes you just can't find it, or you don't know how things work. When I joined the Reddit group, that is now over 20,000 people large, I didn't know how to search previous posts and everything, so I didn't know that was an option. So please feel free, and if you see this after Tuesday Japan time, that's fine too. You can still leave questions and I can try to answer them, especially if you're regular departure. I probably will have more time to answer it by the time you guys leave. I do get notifications from the YouTube account. I just tend not to come on here very often because I am not going to be like a lot of those Jet bloggers, like Courtney or Jacob or Tommy, or I know there's half a dozen or more other ones. But I did tell myself if I made it on this program, I was going to try and help other anxious Jets, anxiety-ridden Jets like me, as much as possible. And I do lurk on the Reddit page every once in a while. And last year I lurked and found all the Jets coming to my prefecture and took them under my wing and answered questions and their worries and concerns. And then as soon as they landed here, I haven't talked to a lot of them since. I've talked to some of them, but you know, they made friends with other Jets and everything and helped them settle in and whatnot. From time to time, I occasionally remind them to do some things or some things they should be looking out for, but they're pretty good on their own now. So I will be more than happy to be that for you guys until I myself decide to leave the program, and maybe even after that, I don't know. But leading into why I'm making this video, a lot of you are concerned about what to pack. And I am going to be talking about work attire. Granted, I will be talking about work attire from a senior high school standpoint because that is what I have experience in. I do have Jet friends who are elementary school and junior high school and CIRs, so I can give a little bit of insight to that. But just like anything, every situation is different. Even with high school Jets, I work a lot of time. High school Jets are I think all high school Jets are prefectural Jets. And so we work under the same we're all under the same umbrella of supervision, where junior high school and elementary school are kind of by the local or the city government. And the Jet who's in the same prefecture as me, 40 minutes away by train, is allowed to wear blue jeans and sweatshirts. Jet this way has to wear button downs and slacks every day. I wear like business casual, but still blouses and dress pants, dresses, different things like that. But I do have some some teachers at my school who dress more casually than I do, and some who dress up more than I do. So I kind of have an all-around dynamic. But yeah, like a lot of you are concerned, like, what do I bring? How much do I bring? Again, I speak from a plus size standpoint. I brought a lot of clothes with me when I came because I knew I did not even fit into the available plus size realm here in Japan. So I was very worried about not having enough clothes, or if like my clothes didn't fit their standard, I wasn't going to have enough clothes that did. So I did bring a lot of clothes. So I am not mad that I brought as much clothes as I did. If that makes you feel at ease, do it. You may regret it later, but as many people say, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So if you are an anxious person like I am, if you want to bring more clothes, do so. If that makes you feel comfortable, do so. Other Jets will say, no, it's not worth your time, just buy them here. Not everyone can buy clothes that fit them well here in Japan. They either are too tall, or maybe they're more broad-shouldered, maybe they're plus size like I am. There's a lot of guys who are taller here that don't fit clothes, or guys or girls. There's a guy, he's Japanese size, but he's like physically like the small, medium, whatever, Japanese size, but he's very broad-shouldered. So he went out to buy a coat and he literally like put it on and ripped it like the Hulk. So yeah, if it makes you feel comfortable to bring more clothes than what you think you may need, do so. That's totally up to you. Weekly for work, what I've observed in my school and what I have done myself is I wear about the same 5 outfits. I have way more outfits than that I brought for work, but I end up wearing the same 5 outfits just because it's easy. So I have like 2 or 3 pairs of pants, and they're all identical. It's literally like the same pair of pants that I bought 3 times, and it's all black, exact same pair, just because that's what I'm like. Just so I have like a rotation or stuff in case one gets ripped or whatever. I would bring more than 1 pair of pants for work, probably 2 or 3. And then I have 5 shirts that I wear on rotation. Kind of nicer dress shirts. One is like a sweater, but it looks a little more casual. And then I have a couple other ones that I occasionally wear, but they're very like non-traditional Japanese work colors. So I don't wear them as often. And a lot of the teachers at my school as well wear the same 5 outfits to work. Same suit, same 5 button downs, same 5 blouses. They may change it up when the seasons change, so they may have like the same 5 outfits for summer, spring, and then a different 5 outfits for fall, winter. But if you don't expect that your teachers are going to have 30 different outfits to wear, because not all of them will. A colleague of mine came to work, and I know exactly, I think they might even own 3 shirts and they just wear them on rotation. One day they came in a new shirt and I immediately noticed because they always wear the same shirts. I always wear the same shirts. Am I upset that I brought more clothes than I needed? No. A lot of the clothes I thought I was going to be wearing, I ended up not wearing because I realized maybe they're not the best to wear at my school. Either it was lower cut than I realized, maybe a little more tight fitting than I should probably be wearing, or the color was really bright. Every time I wear a really bright color in my school, again, every situation is different, I get some kind of remark. I have a pastel, kind of bright pastel shirt that has like blue and green and yellow and pink. And I get comments made on that. I have a bright red shirt that's probably like this shade of red. Every time I wear it, someone says something about it, and it's not a negative thing here at my school. At my school, it's not a negative thing, but it's not traditional color workwear. A lot right now, it's like whites, dark blues, pastel pinks, pastel purples, a lot of pastel or darker colors, beige, white, gray. There's not a lot of bold colors like you would see here. But again, that's a school by school thing. But at my school, there's not as many shirts like the color of this stuff. Maybe like this one here is okay. But so yeah, I tend to wear the same 5 outfits because that's all I need. And then during summer, I might have like 5 different ones because it's really hot here in Japan and really humid. So also take into note the kind of material and if it's breathable or not for summertime, and then if it's warm or not for wintertime. My school has a varying level of outfits for teachers. So there are some teachers that wear tracksuits to school. Some of them are PE teachers, some of them are sports coaches, so that's why they wear tracksuits. But they're very professional tracksuits, and I don't think this is a common outfit at most schools in Japan, so do not plan on that being your attire. But they are very nice tracksuits that they wear, very like clean, very expensive tracksuits, so they're matching and they're like more neutral colors as well. I have some teachers that wear suits every day, suit and tie, and I have some teachers that just wear button downs and blouses. I do not have any teachers at my school who wear t-shirts, but again, the jet who works 40 minutes away from me, we met up one day after school and they were wearing a sweatshirt and jeans, and I said, "Are you allowed to wear that at your school?" And they said, "Yeah, they haven't said anything. Other teachers at my school wear it too." So it's same prefecture, same supervision, everything, just different schools, different requirements. I do know a lot of the elementary schools, or the elementary school jets that I've talked to, have a very lenient, they can wear, joggers, possibly leggings, t-shirts, different things like that, as long as they're appropriate. Again, every situation is different, every school is different. Middle school tends to be 50-50, I think, if they are casual or business. So that's really a question you should ask for your predecessor. One of the first things you should ask is, what is the work attire like? Am I allowed to wear this? Am I not allowed to wear that? The only way you're really going to find out before you leave is if you ask them. And once you do find that out, you only really need about 5 to 10 outfits for work. If you have like 3 pairs of pants and like 10 shirts, you'll be fine. You don't need more than that. If you want to bring more than that, feel free to do so. My school, they want us to have shirts that are up to here, like we can't show our clavicle, and a little looser fitting, like not extremely tight fitting on top, and skirts we have to wear with nylons. So if you are a female or someone who tends to wear dresses and skirts, you may have to bring nylons. If you are a different skin color or skin tone, or you are particularly tall, or you are plus size, you may want to bring a good amount of those over before you come, or buy more before you come over. And skirts at my school, they have to be below the knee. They can't be at or just above, they have to be below. So you might want to find out your rule on that as well. It was in the standard for my prefectural guide. They said they have to be below the knee. I think it's a little okay if I'm at the knee, but I've never tried. I just rather be safe than sorry. But yeah, so for work clothes, you pretty much only need 5 to 10 shirts. I would aim more for 10 just in case you end up having a few that are not ideal, that end up not being ideal. I had a friend, they brought a couple of business shirts, like button downs, and their school said, no, you can't wear pink. No, you can't wear maroon. And their school, whoever they were working for, was super strict, like white, blue, gray, beige kind of thing. So I would aim for 10 that you could wear in different seasons, throw a cardigan over, throw a sweater over. But you don't really need much more than that if you're okay with wearing the same thing over and over again. So I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, let me know.